Hi folks, quick shop and general update. No educational or specific learning stuff here, but for those of you that want to follow along, we just got back from the Tormach Open House. What a great time. There's some footage at the end. I didn't end up recording a lot because John Grimsmo, who I finally got to meet, it was great to see him after talking all these years. He was there, he filmed a bunch, and then Tormach themselves filmed a bunch. Our seminar on Tormach and small businesses I thought went great. It was standing room only, which is flattering, but makes you nervous, but went great. And thanks to John again for meeting him, and we done some work together prepping. Went great. What's coming up on the YouTube channel? We are working with Carl from Lakeshore Carbide on a series on tooling and tooling basics and feeds and speeds and cutting recipes. I'm really excited for it. It's taken a lot of work. There's more work to come, but I think it's going to be great for the folks that we aren't journeymen or trained machinists to really understand what tools to use for what materials, speeds and feeds, chip loads, how to cut, what to buy, what not to buy. Again, look for it to start trickling out. We think we're going to call it like elementary school, kindergarten through 8th grade, with each grade being a video and lesson on something. I'm really excited for it, and thanks to Carl for all the effort he's already put into helping me learn a lot of this stuff so that we can talk about it. The folks from Fusion 360 did a great series of demos live at the Tormach Open House. It was great to meet some of their team. And I had a lot of people at the open house ask, what's going on with CAM? You've been on Sprut CAM, you've been in SolidWorks, you're in Fusion. Sprut CAM has been great, and I still am using it for the 4th axis because the 4th axis stuff in Fusion isn't there just yet, but Fusion is now my recommendation. We'll talk more about that in other videos. I don't want to ramble, but the value is just too good and too great. I've been still using SolidWorks and HSM because I'm a little faster in it, and I do a lot of work in SolidWorks, but the CAM is actually the same between the two. It looks mostly the same as well. It's the same engine behind it. So Fusion 360, that's where it's at. If you guys want to see Sprut CAM specific stuff, email me. I'll be happy to try to address it, but I'm going to probably be phasing it out over the next 6 months or a year. Other projects coming up, we got a flex arm, we're going to do a video on that. The pneumatic marking machine, new parts came in, Jared's been cutting them, we needed to redo the Y-axis to make it more stable. Machine should be great. We've got a different new way of engraving that I'm also excited to share with you, unrelated to that pneumatic machine. We got an X card from the folks at Instructables, and we were supposed to do a video on it, and maybe we will, but I don't love the machine. It's probably good for wood and plastics, but that doesn't excite me. So you guys tell me, the last thing I want to do is put out a video that I'm doing for the sake of making a video. If folks want to see something on the X-Carb, let me know. We'll see if we do a video on it, but otherwise I'm kind of thinking to move on. We got a video coming out on making our own custom cutting tool, a dovetail cutter, should be cool. We're going to use the rotary broach, super excited for that. Someone was asking about using the Tormach as a vertical lathe. I've never done it where you're holding turning parts in the vise, but super useful, and it may absolve. I think this person asking was at a school, and they're just not going to get a CNC lathe anytime soon, and that's okay, because if you can rig your machine to do some small lathe work with complex turning shapes, win. I'm going to be at the Bar Z YouTube Open House in Ontario, California in 2 weeks from today. That's Saturday, August 18th. There's info below. You have to RSVP really soon. So watch Stan's video or go check out the info, but a bunch of people are going to be there. I can't even begin to name them all, but I'm super excited to go out. I wasn't even sure I was going to be able to go. I found a cheap flight, so looking forward to it. If any of you are in California or Southern California, definitely come. And then lastly is I'm trying to build a new building, or at least plan to build a new building. Something like 4,000 square feet to 10,000 square feet, or something in between. It depends on budget and so forth. But I decided I don't want to just build a building or pay a contractor, if I could even afford to do so, to just have a building done. So what I want to do is learn, and I've been learning. I've been talking to architects and contractors, trying to learn where I can without mooching off of them. But I thought maybe I should start this process with you guys a little earlier. So I have a sort of spot for it, and I know generally what I want. And if anyone out there has a lot of experience building buildings or wants to help me, I'll be honest, learn some stuff, I'd love to hear from you. My thought is if all goes well, I could break ground next spring, which gives me a little bit of time to be doing some planning and architectural drawings and so forth. It's nerve-wracking. But I want to learn more. I don't want to finish having built the building and not have learned a ton about how to do it. It just feels American and manly and all that. So we want concrete floors with radiant heating on it. We want to epoxy them. I was talking to John Grimsmo. They did a beautiful job epoxying the floors in their new facility. And better lighting for the videos, a better workspace that separates the grinding and the messy stuff from the CNC machines and the clean stuff. So there's just so much to learn when it comes to, you know, designing a building, the slab, the footers, going vertical with the steel, the siding, the roof. But it's really fun stuff, and I'm planning to do some videos on it as we go through it. But I realized I should ask you guys if there's anyone out there who can help or wants to help, and sort of, I wouldn't dare call it crowdsourcing it, but crowdsource some of the knowledge behind it. So with that, folks, I'll shut up. This Wednesday's widget is going to be awesome. It's the 52nd Wednesday widget, which I'm really excited about, and we did a pretty cool project for it, I think. So with that, folks, take care. See you soon. Check it out. Here we are, folks. Open house time. Good morning, folks. About 8:30 on Saturday morning, August 1st. We're here at Tormach, and they're about to open the doors. So this is the calm before the storm here at Tormach's facility, which is a beautiful building. Everyone's kind of lined up here, ready to go. They've got some sweet stuff for sale. Credit. Boom. Not cash and carry, credit and carry. I had to laugh. They've got a Form 1, sweet little 3D printer. Here is their normal place they call Badger Works, which is their R&D facility. They've got it set up for the open house today. It is a beautiful room. Some lab equipment, and then this is what caught my eye, which I think is really impressive, is look at this little fourth axis tombstone setup. They are making these little, let's see, here's a finished one, these whistles with the drag knife engraving on them. I think you have to push an insert in before it works as a whistle, but pretty sweet, right? Check out Grimsno's new toy. Should be good. He's gonna get a lot of footage shot here at the open house here today at Tormach.